is Rapology, your favorite rapper's favorite podcast. I'm your boy Maurice.
This is your girl DJ Star City.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to episode number 15. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the top albums that came out this year so far in 2025. These are the albums that we compiled on our list that we feel that you guys should take a listen if you haven't already. And we have a few gems, a few hidden gems in there, some artists that you probably didn't realize that came out with an album this year. So yeah, we're going to be giving y'all our list of some albums that you should definitely check out, add to your playlist or what have you. But yeah, I'm going to kick it this side and let her, give y'all the rundown of what she think you should be listening to so far in 2025. We halfway through the year, but yeah, go ahead.
Definitely. So we only halfway through the year. And before I get into who I recommend personally on the list from the drops this year, I got to give y'all the rundown of who has actually dropped, because I don't think a lot of people realize how much music, especially hip hop music, has been released in 2025 thus far. And because there's so much music that has been released, I broke it down into several categories. So the first category being none other than the young nigga category, right?
Okay,
so on that list, we have Lil
in.
Baby, who dropped Wham, Lil Durk, who dropped Deep Thoughts, G Herbo, who dropped Greatest Rapper Alive, definitely probably top 3 out of this category for sure. T Grizzly, who dropped Forever My Moment, another one, which I feel like he already dropped that before, but I'm not really sure. ESTG dropped My World. Finesse 2 Times also dropped, can't remember the name of his project. Rob 49 dropped Let Me Fly, which I know the niggas was thinking that too. Nice. Frito Bang, The Big Bang. I think that kind of sit under the radar. And last but not least, Playboy Cardi. He dropped I Am Music, and I don't know how we felt about it as an older crowd, but we was talking about it, the youngins loved it.
Yeah.
We let him have it. He had the record with Kendrick Lamar. That was about it. That's all I got out of that one. So that was the young nigga category. And then we have the OGs, right? So these are niggas who we probably...
Don't forget about NBA Youngboy. Don't he have something coming this year?
He is coming this year. Now, I don't quite know, what the scoop is on that one, but
yeah, it's rumored.
I think yes, it is rumored that he's releasing something, which I'm sure the young niggas are going to love and want to honorable mention about. So they'll get it. we go satisfy that crime right
now. Shout out to NBA Youngboy.
And then the next category is gonna be the OGs. So these are the OGs of the game who have dropped music in 2025, which I think maybe some of our crowd might, audience might actually care about. First being Slick Rick dropped a project called Victory. Was not on my bingo card for 2025.
I know, right?
Slick Rick at all. Smith and Wesson, Infinity, they dropped the project too.
Smith and Wesson?
I didn't know on my bingo card for this year.
Wow, Smith and Wesson.
The OGs is coming through with some good
nice.
Music. Too Short dropped Sir Too Short Volume 1. Memphis Bleak actually dropped a
Bleak. I was listening to some of that project. Bleak, yeah.
Listen. Now that might be something we definitely were talking about. Busta Rhymes dropped a project called Dragon Season. I'm not sure how I really felt about it. I mean, Busta do what he do, but again, another project. I don't think niggas is really talking about it. Snoop Dogg dropped the project. Is it a crime? Haven't heard from Snoop since the Trump. Trump debacle, but he dropped the project as well. Swiss Beats. Now I don't know if he really considered an OG like that, but he dropped a fire soundtrack to Godfather Problem Season 4.
That was amazing.
Incredible project. So definitely some releases from some of our older hip hop heads, the OGs of the crew. And then I'll say this next category kind of long, and I'm gonna try to run through them some credits. I'm gonna call it the real nigga category, because this is just a category where I just think probably where 80% of our fan base or audience probably listens to. So Davies and Ransom, The Final Call. Westside Gunn with 12, Branson, Cabri Green, Life is Beautiful, Larry June, 2 Chainz, we know about that one.
Yeah.
Rome Streets dropped the project not too long ago, Transporting. Bodie James has dropped 5 projects this one.
Yeah, I saw that
this year. Take that as you will. Name all of them, and that is on the list. Busher, he dropped a small little EP, not really a full
Okay.
project, but yeah, it's called Excelsior, I believe. Jim
Okay.
Jones, he might need to belong in the OG category the way this
Yeah,
man is
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
dropped the project at Church Steps. Currency, of course, always coming through with an amazing project with Harry Fraud called Never Catch Us. Wiz Khalifa with a classic Kush and Orange Juice remake part 2.
Okay.
Primo Rice, Bad Motherfucker, yes, fire. Smoke
Fire.
Dizza, Barcelona Tape. Key Glockavelli,
Machiavelli.
also might be in the young nigga category, but also the real nigga
Yeah,
category
yeah,
as
yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Lil Wayne, Carter Six, definitely Carter Six needs to be in the OG category at this point. Ray
Right.
Vaughn, The Good, The Bad, The Dollar
Dollar
Menu,
Menu.
another amazing project. Get into it.
TDE. Yeah, that was dope.
And G Perigo and DJ Drama like Gangsta, another one from one of
Okay.
the OGs. Listen, if you're from LA and you like that West Coast shit, definitely hit that one. Ozzy, Intrusive Thoughts, and then this is kind of like an asterisk with it on this project. The Drake and Party Next Door, some sexy songs for you. I couldn't really tell if I should even add that on this list, but you need to know they dropped. I really wouldn't
Yeah.
consider it
Drake
fully hip
was
hop,
rapping on
but
it, so I guess you can't put it on there. You
I
put
mean,
it
you
on.
got no key on the joint, so I guess it's kind of like
Right.
just pop. It's pop. It's
Pop,
pop.
R&B, rap.
Yeah, we could put that on that one. So that was the list that I had compiled so far. I want to caveat that with this is all shit that I know. So I didn't actually do any like.
Okay.
If I'm missing something, tell me in the comments. Let me know like who I'm missing. Like the fire projects that dropped this year that's not on this list. Again, we got 3 categories: young niggas, OGs, real niggas. I mean, pick your choice, whichever category you might like. Something has dropped, I'm sure, for you. But yeah, now we could get into it.
Yeah,
Into
yeah,
the
yeah.
who we listening to.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I know, it's something out there for everybody. Like when people be like, man, it ain't no hip hop out there. You ain't listening, man. There's a lot of great hip hop out there, and cats are dropping some fire projects. If you listen, if you open up your horizon and giving projects a chance and stepping outside your comfort zone, as far as hip hop is concerned. So yeah, there's a lot of dope projects. But to piggyback off of what you were saying earlier, it's some more OGs coming out as well. Especially what Nas doing with the Master Pill. Ghostface is coming with Supreme Clientele 2. Hopefully we get that this year. I know Raekwon said probably about a few days ago on social media that his album is done. That's supposed to be coming out this year. The Emperor's New Clothes, a new Mobb Deep album supposed to be coming. Big L album. So 2025 is definitely got some good quality music coming, that's supposed to be coming. I know it's rumored, but then of course you can't say that without the boys that's coming this month. The brothers, Clips, Pusha
Listen,
T, Malice. Man, I can't wait for that project.
that's probably gonna be the album of the year, to be honest.
I'm calling it. Yo, I got a feeling that this album gonna be special right here.
I've been
Let
seeing
God
some
sort them out.
clips of him and No Malice talking, and I'm
Yeah.
loving what I'm hearing. I'm loving the mentality. I'm loving
Yes.
just the content of the. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that project. And they released
Yes.
the track listing by this week on Spotify. So if you haven't checked that out, how many songs gonna be on there, who gonna be on there, definitely check it out. Stove Guy gonna be on there. Kendrick, of course. Well, it was another notable feature. John Legend. I think they opened up the album with a John
Well, if you
Legend
open it
feature.
up with John Legend, you know
Yeah.
what time it
Yeah,
is.
you know it's
This
gonna
is
be fire. It's
also
gonna be fire.
this is just the soul talking.
Exactly. So if y'all gonna set the tone like that with John Legend, you already know what the album is pretty much gonna be about. It's gonna be special.
Exactly.
So, and the rollout, how you feel about the rollout of? It's been amazing. Rock Nation, this thing is everywhere, man. They promoting the hell out of this album, man.
I feel like just came from out of the country, but even I've been seeing like books and they know about it in Colombia because I've seen a few snippets and heard about it out there. Right. So I feel like it's reaching the way it needs to reach for sure, which I think is well overdue. Right, like for both of them, for as a unit and then individually as well, like to get the type of promotion that they need. I'm glad about it. Like I've been seeing a lot of people have been excited about it. Just as excited as we are to really hit them back together. So man, again, I'm just like I don't know what to expect. Who's producing it?
Pharrell producing the whole project, top to bottom. And from the 2 songs that we heard so far, So Be It and Ace Trumpets, oh man.
Right.
It's
Oh
gonna be
my
crazy.
gosh.
And Malice is
I'm so
flowing on there
excited.
too, man.
Oh
Malice,
my
I
gosh.
think Malice got a couple verses of the year candidates, man. All new two songs, man. He been bringing
Listen.
that heat, yo. So I'm definitely looking forward to it for sure. I'm looking
So
forward to it.
I'm excited for both of them. The push, well deserved. He's been holding it down with all these years, but
Yeah,
now he's took a break. It's holding down.
yeah.
I
So the
didn't think we
boy's
was gonna
back.
see this coming.
Yeah.
But the
So
boys are
I'm
back.
excited about that, man. So yeah, it's a lot of dope projects coming out, but looking
Yeah.
forward to that. But like I said, my list probably pretty much mirror yours. I got pretty much 8. I think I got one that you didn't mention from my
Mm,
girl. From my girl, I'm not too sure a lot of y'all familiar with her, but she's from the UK. Her name is Little Simz. Yes,
yes.
she dropped the Fire project
Yes.
just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, called Lotus. Yeah, Little Sims. Her project is dope. If you haven't heard of her, if you haven't listened to it, definitely check her out, Little Sims. She dropped the project as well. But yeah, I got Mac Miller, his
Nah.
team, his
Yep.
camp dropped the project as well. Balloonerism. I wrote it down. And as you mentioned, Westside Gunn, Hills Have Eyes. Westside Gunn dropped 2 projects, right?
He
Hills Have
did.
Eyes
He
and
dropped
12.
12 and Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, that's dope. He's always active, so you already know with
Listen.
West Side, he's gonna stay consistent. He's probably gonna drop another project before the year is over with. I'm pretty sure, maybe
Yeah.
2. He
And
stays
between the two, I don't know which one is the better listen. Honestly,
right.
I'm maybe choose the was. I
Yeah,
might jump up in more. I don't know. I don't
exactly.
know.
But
I don't
these are
know.
our recommendations, though. Definitely check some of them out, though. You know,
Definitely. So I gave y'all because I gave y'all the full list, but I think what's on my top five, what I've been spending like a lot is definitely that Dave East and Ransom. The final call has been
put me on to
fantastic.
that one.
Ransom has dropped 2 fire projects, one with
Whoa.
Dave Easton and the other one by itself, Cabrini Green. Cabrini Green is fire too. Like those are my recommendations. I also feel like the Wiz Khalifa Cushion Orange Juice Part 2 was definitely a good ode to the first one. Like I was excited about the follow up that he did for
Okay.
Cushion Orange Juice because it's just such a classic mixtape. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, but I definitely like the direction of it. I think it keeps it in the same, the same vibe. So I appreciate
Right.
that joint for
Okay.
sure. So I talked also. So let me, for people who follow me on Threads, I know I said a lot of things about the Lyric June and 2 Chainz project, right? Life is beautiful. I'm still not fully sure that I needed 2 Chainz for the entire project. But I will say, out of all the projects that have been released this year thus far, that one is a standout for me because I
I
mean the
agree.
production was solid and Larry June did do what he was supposed to do. I just don't think I needed 2 Chainz on the whole thing.
I think 2 Chainz set the tone for that album, man. I love 2 Chainz on
Oh,
them
come on.
Alchemist on that Alchemist production. That's a tough one right there for me. I like that one. I was listening to that so far. For me, I think that's my album of the year so far.
Mm.
Life is Beautiful. 2 Chainz, Alchemist, Larry June.
Another one that's super, I don't think I mentioned this before, the Saba, shout out to Chicago one time, Saba project with no ID called From the Private Collection of
Yeah,
Saba.
yeah,
That
yeah.
joint was also super fire. Like his project and Vaughn, like kind of give me the same, like,
Right.
kind of hip hop backpack, educated Negro vibe with, Vaughn gave me the West Coast and then Saba gave me it from the Midwest. It just kind of complemented each other to me. And I tend to play those two, like, back
Okay.
to back, and I'm just like they both give me like location feels. I feel like I'm in Cali with Ray, and then I'm in Chicago with Saba, and then it's just I get what I need. But
Yeah, they give you that
those two
nice feel.
projects for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, that's dope. That's a
for
dope.
sure. Shout
And
out to No
reason,
ID.
yeah, shout out No ID, formerly a TDE. His
Ah,
project was pretty
yes.
good as well. It's called I Love You Again or something like that. That was a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good project. Noteworthy. I think you should definitely check out there and everything. And yeah, like I said, these are our recommendations. Your mileage may vary. Let us know what you think is some of the top albums that dropped this year. It's no right or wrong answer. What would you recommend? And what did we probably didn't mention something that you think you could put us on to. So definitely let us know, for sure. What
Yeah,
projects is
let's
out
know
there.
if we missed something.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comment sections, for sure. Like I said, it just been a lot of amazing projects. I know Westside does have another project coming out this year. I saw it a while ago,
Hey,
so
boys
looking
been
forward to
working.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
and
forward to it too. We've been missing very big releases. Other than the clips, I don't know that I've seen like really big. campaigns on any of these. I mean, Westside always does what he does, like, him and his camp. They tend to do like the low key promo, always
I agree.
fire rollouts. Ain't nobody really giving it up. Like,
They ain't doing it. And Lil
yeah.
Wayne, the Carter Six, that
That
probably the
wasn't.
most disappointing album of the year so far, man. From a major artist
It
and
was.
in no promo, he didn't promote it, nothing. It's like he
Yeah.
announced it and it dropped. And it kind of
Yeah.
came and went. Like nobody cares about it. And it was lukewarm. Like it was not moving at all. I don't see myself going back ever listening to it, you know.
Nah. And I be sticking my neck out for Wayne because I used to shit on him real bad back in the day. And then I got with the times, I'm like, oh, nah, this nigga cold. But again, sometimes he just be out of space. Like, sometimes he don't make great music.
Yeah, he
For
just
real.
be out of it, man.
But then sometimes he'll come through and make fire verses of, like, features. So, I don't know.
Yeah. So you never know. But I hope some
Yeah.
artists drop this year. But these are our recommendations so far. Definitely a bunch of these albums have great replay value. I haven't seen a lot of them that just straight up disappointed me. Other than probably the Carter
Don't worry.
Six. Yeah, Lil Wayne. That was just a major disappointment. It could have been a lot better. He had a few bright spots on there, but the overall project.
Yeah, no, I mean, even a lot of these. So I will say, like, a lot of these projects that I even rambled off are not bad projects. Like,
Yeah.
they're not bad. Like you said, just I wish I never listened to one type projects. Not one of them for real. But a lot of it is just like I could never listen to it again. And that speaks to like how great an album is. Is can I listen to this multiple times? And a lot of
Right.
these projects is like, nah, not for real. I listened to them one time and then
Yeah. Don't have no replay value. That's why I judge a great
yeah,
project for me. I like
exactly.
what's the replay value? Would I go back and ever listen to this again? If the answer is
Exactly.
no, it can't be a top project in my opinion.
I
So
agree.
I think the ones we name are definitely worth, replaying and listening to for sure. But like I say, everybody's opinion may be different. Y'all might think these albums are trash. Let us know. And let us know if your
I mean,
homeboy dropped
look,
the album.
listen,
Yeah, for sure.
we all here for good music, so
Yeah, good music. And like I said, let us know if your homeboy dropped the album on SoundCloud or
I don't
Spotify.
know.
So let us
I'm
know.
not gonna say that because don't send me nothing. I'm a DJ. I don't need them problems.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't come and ask me, can I play your? No, okay.
Yeah. So, but it got to be fire though. It got to be fire. Now,
Yeah,
it got to be fire. Don't recommend your homeboy if he trash for sure.
right.
And like I said on my list, I had a honorable mention. You mentioned my man Key Glockavelli that came out earlier
Yeah,
this year. That was a dope project.
it
That was
was.
fire. I was loving that. I was feeling that.
Yeah,
So
I definitely had a few. There was a lot of samples on there. I was like, okay, but he always be doing some
yeah.
sample work, and it works
Yeah,
on
Key
some.
Glock, he be coming with it. He comes with
Yeah,
it. He comes with
yeah.
it for sure. He comes with it.
So.
But yeah, anything else you want to add? I guess before we wrap it up
Nah, I
or
don't
whatever.
think so. Speaking of women rappers, because not many have dropped officially this year. I think they still eating off what they released last year. But
Yeah.
Shay Noir dropped 2 projects this year, and I'm gonna keep saying her name because y'all niggas need to know about Shay Noir. That's it.
I heard it.
That's my TED talk. You heard it here first. Rapology.
There you go. There you go. Put them on. There you go.
Listen, I have no affiliation with that woman, but she's fired.
She's
So
fire. Definitely have to check her out for sure. Definitely have to check her out. 'Cause I know Double XL released their freshman cover like last
yeah,
week or
she on
something.
there.
I think so. I'm not sure. Now don't quote me on it, but I think I heard that name somewhere. I'm not sure. But I wasn't familiar with pretty much anybody on there but Ray Vaughn and maybe one
Yeah.
more person.
Yeah,
But
it was a lot
that's
of just a lot of names on here.
yeah.
It
But
really plays. I'm like, who curates this? I don't know these people.
I don't know if we getting old or what. We out of touch. It's the young nigga rap.
Baby Chief Do It is from Chicago, so that's what we got. Like,
Okay.
which again, I don't really know who that nigga is either.
I
So,
don't be knowing most of them, man. I just be
young
but I'm
nigga.
always open to hear it though. I'm open to hear it. I don't want to shut it out. Just because we don't know it here over here at Rapology, we always open to finding and discovering new artists and new music. So yeah, we not gonna
Baby
be like,
Chief Do It. The Baby Chief Do It.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, we need to see. We're gonna see with everything. But yeah, if you ain't got no more to add, that's pretty much what I had.
Nah.
Those are my albums that I have on my list that I recommend that you guys have. I just gave y'all guys a whole, list of albums that dropped this year and her personal recommendations as well. So yeah, let us know in the comment section, what albums do you recommend? What's your top albums of 2025 so far this year? And what albums are you looking forward to in the second half of the year as well? So yeah, that's pretty much it. For us, like I said, I'm your boy Maurice. This is Rapology, your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
This your girl DJ Star City.
All right. And we signing off, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.